Tiger Nation, DI Love family, Guard the Yard crew. Listen, this is Coach O, your assistant head coach of JSU football. I had to bring in a special guest today to help me relay this message to you. We are less than how many days, though?
90.
90 days. We're less than 90 days away from kickoff in Atlanta, Georgia. ABC, your Tigers gonna be live. But guess what? Before we get to that point, we gotta take care of the vet first. We're gonna fill up our stadium before we fill up somebody else's, right? So this is what I need from you. I need you to go do what, Zoe?
Get your damn tickets.
Listen, we sold over 6,000 season tickets last year, but this is your homeboys now. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. The head coach is from Macomb, Mississippi. These your people. And we are in the building ready to rock and roll. So Zoe, what do we need them to do?
Get your damn tickets.
Today, tomorrow, money order, check, cash, it don't matter. Just go to the vet and purchase
your mother tickets.
Guard the Yard. Can't wait to see you this fall. We got 4 homecomings. 4 homecomings, not just one. Be there for all of them. Let's go.
What's good, Tiger Nation? What's happening? What's up, Zoe?
What's up, man? What's up, Ken? What's up, DI Love family?
What's going on, fam? How y'all doing? Y'all be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. It's TGIF, man. I've been moving around, man. You know how I do.
Yeah.
My lighting is atrocious right now.
Well, mine ain't no better.
We're going to figure it out. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully my audio sounds good. Everything is generic today, man. But y'all come on in, man. Come on in. Like I said, TGIF, welcome to the show again. Hosted by yours truly, KC 1400 and Zoe 1400. Y'all know we got a big fundraiser going on. Look at this ticker at the bottom of the screen. Donate to the KC 1400 Media Group. We got a $50,000 athletic fundraiser going on right now. 50K, Zoe, 50K.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and I just want to say, man, we started it. We started this initiative, man, this week, and we're already over 20K, man. We already over 20K, man.
Almost to the halfway point.
Almost to the halfway point. Maybe we get to the halfway point tonight. It just depends on what Tiger Nation do. Again, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. We got some things we're trying to do at the university and assist with, as we've stated on Monday as well as Wednesday, and things are going, things are right on track, man. So, but today we actually got a special guest today. They didn't know this though.
Yeah, we do. We have a great special guest that none of you guys probably know anything about.
Not much about, but they're gonna learn. What you say? You're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn
today. You're gonna learn today. As I'm over here trying to figure out my lighting situation, y'all just gonna have to work with your boy today.
Well, they're gonna have that FAFO today.
What that?
F around and find out.
Man, this my lighting is atrocious right now, but it is what it is. Hey, listen, I was packing. Anytime you're traveling, man, it's always it's a crapshoot, man. I was supposed to be here in Austin, Texas for the. For Sean.
You know what? While you talking though, I did want to point something out, just in case y'all wondering. People, talk about, what their JSU fan base like to see if it's real. I don't know if y'all paid attention to me and Ken both background. 2 different games, ain't it? 2 different games, ain't it?
That's true. That's right.
Okay. That's right. You see that thing packed, right? 2 different games. Okay.
But without further ado, man, we Zoe been lurking around 1400 JR Lynch, building partnerships and keeping the KC 1400 and 1400 Club brand strong, and staying in the loop. Like I said, we like to come to you guys and give you guys that inside scoop from the Jackson State athletic program at the university. But we actually have a special guest today. We're going to bring up today. Somebody said Ken has SU 2010. That is SU 2010. That means it's a special night. That means we're going to hit. We won that game, man. It was a nail biter. That means we're going to have a good night from as far as fundraisers. We will not be on loan tonight. Hey, man, sometimes you got to just get in, get what you need to get it, and get on out, man. So, but we got a new coach, man. New coach on.
Let me go hit that right there.
What's that?
Zoe Hive.
Damn. Zoe got a hive now? Hey, man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I got this. I don't have a hive. Zoe got the hive, man. I don't even know what you call it. The Zoe hive. I like that. Somebody said, if Valley can raise 50,000, let's see, for football, then the court JSU can raise. Well, Valley, so whoa. Let me clarify.
That's the school.
That's the school.
This is just.
This Ken and Zoe. Or Zoe and Ken, or the Zoe hive in the I ain't got no hive yet.
I just said Zoe Hive.
I'm getting there. But nevertheless, man, we Zoe reached out to me and just told me, hey, we connected. We as Coach, Coach TC is we introduced a new coach on his staff, and Coach Beef, man, our strength and conditioning coach. We actually added a new coach in the strength and conditioning program. Well, let me say it this way. Well, in the strength and conditioning department, let me say it that way. But his official title is Director of Basketball Performance. That's critical. It ain't just football, you come to HBCU, man, you gotta wear multiple hats, right? You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we want to introduce to you guys Coach Kendrick Pratt. We're gonna go ahead and add him up. Coach, what's up, man?
What's up, Coach?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey,
man,
you got it.
Glad to have you.
Hey, appreciate you for joining the live stream, man. Like I said, it's our first time. It's my first time getting a chance to meet you. Shout out to Zoe and the Zoe Hive for putting this together.
so let me actually give you a quick rundown too. So I've been in practice every day, and man, I'm actually behind Coach Pratt, and guys are getting ready to do some line drills, man. And when I tell you, man, first impressions are everything. And I'm talking about having introduced myself. I'm literally behind him. And when I tell you, man, he jumping down there throwing about accountability and what we're going to stand for and what we're not going to stand for.
Oh yeah.
Then Coach Beef called him the team together. And when I tell you, man, he undressed them. And all I can do, he'll tell you, I was compelled to introduce myself right then and there. And I was like, man, Coach, I'm Zoe. Man, thank you for doing that. Thank you for being you. And he let you know then he wasn't gonna go for it. And so it was refreshing to see. And I had to give him kudos for it right then and there.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, like I said, welcome to the show. We want you to officially introduce yourself. As you get to talking, you're gonna see the numbers are gonna build. Everybody, it's Friday. They've been drinking that. We call it ginger. We drink ginger ale on the channel. We can't say, but it's Friday. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know your official title, what your roles are at the university, what's your impression at the university so far, and just let Tiger Nation love on you a little bit.
Like I said, thank you for having me on. I appreciate the opportunity, and it's so great to connect with Zoe the other day. And I didn't even know you were at practice when that happened. That's the best part is when you're authentic. You never know who's watching it in a good way and in a bad way, right? So just being you and holding people accountable. Do you mind? I'll give a little bit about myself. So I'm Kendrick Pratt. I'm the director of basketball performance. And what that really means is I work with men and women's basketball, and then I assist with football. And so that's what I do now. I work with Coach Beef and Coach Stone. We're all like one department, you know what I'm saying? But the basketballs are my priority, and then I will assist with football as well, and be there, as much as I possibly can when there's not any interference with basketball. So that's kind of how that's working. I'll be at games, I'll be at practices, training, all that stuff as well. So it's not like I'm just gonna maybe be there one time or maybe not. But I played college football as well. I've coached elsewhere. Appreciate everybody that's hopping in. Thank you. The welcome here has been fantastic. I will say that. The previous universities that I was at, maybe not as welcoming as this one. And so I'm very appreciative of that. It's actually funny. The first week I was here, I told Coach Beef, I like made it very intentional to tell him like how grateful I am for the welcome that I've had so far, both with the administrative individuals that I've worked with the coaches, with the athletes. It's been nothing but love, which is fantastic, and I love that. And it's been a night and day difference from some of the other universities that I've been at in a very good way, and so I'm very appreciative of that. So,
and look, tell everybody where you just came from.
Yeah, I'll give you guys kind of like my quick coaching career if that helps out. So, yeah, so I'm in the Army right now. I've been in the Army for over a decade now, going on 12 years. I was active duty prior to coaching, actually. So I was active duty Army. I worked with Special Operations Rangers. I'm an armor officer by trade. And so I shot tanks, drove tanks, broke tanks, and did all that type of stuff. So I was a platoon leader on active duty, executive officer. Maybe you guys know what that is, maybe not.
We have a lot of fellow servicemen that actually support the channel, follow the channel. They go one of them right there. Oh, hell yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Willie T. I ain't mean to cut you out. Willie T. I know GA, my brother Al B225. We got a lot of servicemen that's on the channel that do watch. But proceed, Coach. I ain't mean to cut you out.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And for anybody that serves, thank you guys, for what you guys do. But I was active duty for 4 years. I've been in the Army for 12. I'm an armor officer right now, so I'm a captain for those of you that have been in. So I've been in a leadership role, honestly, like pretty much ever since I graduated high school. Even in high school, I was in leadership roles and stuff as well. But played multiple sports: football, basketball, baseball, track, wrestling, all of that as well. And then when I left the active duty force, I went to University of Louisville for my graduate program. And was an intern at that time, just like everybody is when they're graduate in their graduate school, So I worked with football, volleyball, baseball, pretty much every sport under the sun you could imagine. Took my first job at a Division II school. Okay, cool. I respect that. There we go. But I took my first job at a Division II school, University of Illinois Springfield, where I wasn't making much, but I had about 7 teams and doing all that stuff. And then I went to TCU. So when I was at TCU, I helped out with football and baseball, and that was the year last year, 2 years ago, excuse me, because they went to the Natty last year. So I helped them do the whole train up, if you will, for them to go to the national championship game. I was an intern, paid intern, if you will, at that point in time, but worked with their football team and baseball team, and then took a position at West Point. So the United States Military Academy. Up in New York. So that's where I was previously at as a men's basketball guy there. So I did men's basketball, women's rugby, and now I am here. So it's kind of quick, kind of all of that and just a really quick one.
Good.
So.
No, you have a very decorated career in such a short time. And like I said, we're ecstatic to have you. I mean, the thing about just strength and conditioning, this is the biggest thing about athletics. It's the most important aspect, I think, of any athletic program, the strength and conditioning aspect of it. I'm a former athlete, played only in JUCO and retired after that, and just kind of went into starting, a family and all that good stuff. But the strength and conditioning aspect of it is a very important piece. But I mean, we're in 2023 now, and my goodness, how times have changed with technological advances, and so forth and so on. But like I said, we're ecstatic to have you. We feel like we're on the cusp of greatness at Jackson State in various different athletic departments, various different athletic programs. And shout out to Coach Smeagol Reed and Coach Mo Williams, basketball program. We're excited about that, man.
Yeah, me too,
and look, and to further add to that, literally the other day at practice, as soon as practice is over with, he's actually on the track working out the ladies.
Yeah,
I mean, just going straight from one and transitioning to the other. So, I mean, he's living tried to what he says. But the main thing I want to really reiterate to like all of the I Love Nation is, perception is reality, but just show you how. When we're taking this transition, from Coach Prime to this new regime that we have, to show you that there isn't any drop off, that we're actually going above some of the things that we did last year. Because now you're talking about 3, on staff strength coaches working together, and still got featuring it by adding the student assistants. But bear in mind the pedigree, because again, you got Coach Beef who came from Texas Tech.
Yep.
Now you have Coach Pratt who's coming in from Army Military Military Academy, and prior to that was at the run for the national championship game. So you're talking about great experience, and then you still got Coach Stone as well.
Yep.
So it's not like we just have we're saying that we take pride in our strength program, because that's the cornerstone of any successful program. But we're showing you with the pedigree, with the guys that we have on staff. So we're not just talking it; we're actually showing you what we're doing right now, and we're taking a look up because we didn't even have this last year under Coach Prime.
Yeah. I mean, as biased as this may seem as a strength coach, but I think it's just so essential, right? In all honesty, there's so many. As a strength coach, we kind of have our hands in so much, right? From a student athlete preparation standpoint, in regards to preparing them for their sport, in regards to the mentality that we bring and kind of the standard that we set, in regards of like the culture that we help develop, in alignment with the head coaches of the teams. And so that's just part of it. That's not talking the nutrition. That's not talking the sports science component. That's not talking data analytics. You know what I'm saying? That's not talking sports psychology. There's so many other factors that we as strength coaches have our hands in when we're working with these athletes on an everyday basis. And, we see them, quite frankly, literally every single day. And I don't say that to exaggerate that. I mean that in all seriousness. Like, we honestly see these athletes every single day. And how we develop the culture, the standards, kind of like you alluded to earlier, Joe, like, standards is a big thing. Standards is a huge thing. Principles and standards, those are big things. And I relate it to like having a job. If you show up late to a job, you don't have a job anymore, right? If you're disrespectful in a job, you probably don't have a job anymore, right? If you're doing things off the field, right, that are getting you in trouble, you probably don't have a job anymore. And so it's just applying those, in an athletic setting, especially now that we have NIL deals and all this stuff happening. The athletes are amazing and I love them, but it's also teaching them, principles of life that are going to carry with them for the next 40 years of their lives. So we're going to, focus on these next 4 years, and hey, like, we want them to be the best that they possibly can be, but we also want to teach them to be men and women that are going to be positively impact, everybody that they meet for the next 40 years of their lives. And that's through principles and standards, and that's through having respect to everybody as we also respect them. It's a mutual beneficial thing. And I think that's some things that sometimes that coaches get mixed up. Like, we respect our athletes just as much as they respect us, and if not more, in all honesty. And so it's a two-way street. And I think that's the biggest thing. And speaking with our athletes and letting them know that too. I'm going to be respectful to them if you're respectful to me. If you're disrespectful to me, we're going to hold you to the standard that we set, because that's the way to do things. That's the right way to do things. And like you saw, Zoe, right?
First head.
Yeah, exactly. And, the entire purpose of them, kind of doing that session in the first place was from an accountability standpoint, right? And so it just it just drove the point home even that much further. And so I'm huge on accountability, huge on standards, huge on principles, and just, also then living the example. Like, you have to be the example. I think that's the biggest thing. If I'm going to preach it, I have to do it. And just like you're saying, I'll go from one team to the next. I want my athletes seeing me working out. I want my athletes seeing me reading. I want my athletes seeing me bringing my food in. So they show that, though, they see, hey, like, coach is living what he's talking about. All of us, not just one of us, all of us, because it helps them buy in that much more as well.
And listen, I normally would probably say this toward like the end of the show, but to let things be more fruitful to you, I do want to tell everybody now. Listen, Coach has a podcast. It's actually good. I actually checked it out yesterday.
I was actually about to go there.
Oh, my bad. I ain't trying to steal your thunder. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Hey,
he has a podcast. It's actually, and we want all 429 people in here. Want everybody to actually go and subscribe right now. It's actually called The Coach's Table. Man, we need you to add another E on that thing, so it could be it could be The Coach's Table.
The Coach's Table.
Yeah. But it's The Coach's Table with Kendrick Pratt.
In the comments, yeah.
And
Pratt, you see his name.
it's a really, really good listen. And we want to help him get his numbers up, man. So y'all please go subscribe and actually go check it out. I'm not pulling your leg. It's a really, really, really good listen. Seriously.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
If you don't mind, Coach, talk to us a little bit about how that is. You know, how you got into podcasting and just what's kind of your niche. You know, for those that don't know, haven't listened to the coaches table yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So the coaches table came about. I started in February, this past February. Well, technically January 30th was my first episode, but February I call it. So the coaches table, the way it came about, we're all on social media. You know, we're all on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, all these other social media apps. And in the world that I live in, strength and conditioning, at times we, attack each other. We unfortunately don't build each other up at times, and I just completely disagree with that. My thing is, I believe we have more in common than we have in differences, and so the coaches table is the thought process to bring everybody to the table, have a seat at the table, and let's have a conversation. Let's talk, and that's kind of the slogan: come take a seat at the table and let's talk. Because I believe that everybody should have their voice heard. And then when everybody has their voice heard, whatever decisions are made, I'm thinking if you're in a high performance staff, with the sport coaches, the strength coaches, the ATs, the psychologists, everybody else that has an impact on performance, let's all have everybody speak their piece. And then we will, make a decision from there. Doesn't mean you will agree with the decision, but you may understand the decision. And when we understand the decisions, I feel like we are more willing to support them. And so that idea is now in fruition just on a podcast. So I bring on strength and conditioning coaches, sport coaches, psychologists, dietitians, sports scientists, leaders that talk about business. We talk about how to make more money. All of these things from a primary, the primary lens is from a strength and conditioning perspective. So if there's high school strength coaches on here, yeah, right there, that'd be awesome. If there's high school strength coaches, if there's parents that want to learn about what a high performance model looks like, why some things are extremely important for athletic development and athletic performance, it's a great listen. If you want to know like what the next level is like in regards of sports science, sports psychology, neuroplasticity of the brain, there's everything for everybody on there. What nutrition is important for your son or daughter or your athletes and why that's impactful to performance. We bring on the best guests, and I drop episodes every Monday and Thursday. So Mondays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Is when I drop the episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. People will also get emails about them as well. So if you could join my email list, that'd be awesome. And so that's what it's about. It's primarily strength and conditioning related, but at the same time, it has a little bit of everything in regards of athletic development and performance.
So essentially, you can almost pretty much call this like a grassroots introduction into sports medicine and sports strength and training as well too on a collegiate level for anybody or any newcomers who are interested in getting into strength and conditioning as well.
1000%. Yep, exactly. And so it goes from basic level knowledge, if you will, to super advanced, and to exactly, like the young teens at the Planet Fitness. We can help educate them and help them understand what a good training program looks like. Because unfortunately, and I mean this with no disrespect, there's a lot of people out there that don't know what good training looks like. And getting with qualified coaches, getting with coaches that have the experience and the knowledge and the application of that is extremely important for your son or daughters, for the current athletes, and then for those that are going to be future athletes as well.
Sweet.
Absolutely. With Tiger Nation, hey, everybody that's tuned in, we got about 443 that are tuned in right now. Y'all be sure to go over to Coach's show, hit the subscribe button. I know you got at least 20 or 30 subscribers already from what I'm
appreciate that.
Everybody's going to, start watching, and make sure you turn your notification bells on.
Yes.
Every time you drop an episode on Monday or Thursday, you get notified. Right now, as we stated in the beginning, I'm going to keep pausing and going into this. I know we're in the middle of a fundraiser right now as a Ticket State, $50,000. Jackson State, $50,000 athletics fundraiser. So we're a little over 21K. So man, we're rocking and rolling. We this is This is our third straight live stream talking about so
The
we're
initiative.
about 7K. So we can do some big things, man. So shout out to everybody that has donated. We're gonna hit that number.
Can I cast a vision for those that are on the fence of donating?
Come on with it.
Okay, so man, I love this because Coach Beef has heard me talk about it, and everybody else as well. And no, I'm serious because, and Zoe, you brought this up, and I agree with you, and we're going to go to the next level, okay? We want to give, for those of you that are listening, and I'm speaking directly to y'all, for those of you that are looking to donate, here's what we want to do with our athletes and athlete experience to give them the best athletic experience here so that we can help recruit better athletes, win more, and that we can continue to, get Tiger Nation to be extremely well respected as it already is, but even more so. And so, getting new things. Yes, I did work with Zach Dickin at TCU. I know him very well. I just talked to him the other day. He's a great guy. I absolutely love him. Sorry, but we are looking to do renovations, get technology into the weight room. Technology, what I mean by that is velocity-based training, some force decks to do more sports science stuff with our athletes to help them monitor their physical readiness, to help them monitor their overall health, and integrate that with technology on the field that shows us how far they traveled, how fast they run, how high they jump, stuff that nobody ever sees or knows about unless you're in here doing it directly with us. But what all of that does is it helps keep our athletes available and healthy in order for us to continue to go out and perform and win ball games. And that stuff, unfortunately, is not cheap, but it's extremely beneficial for all of our athletes. It's extremely beneficial for the health and the safety of our athletes. On top of that, we want to give them the experience of a lot of smaller things that can make a big difference. And what I mean by that particularly is if we're on the road, we would like to bring in a barber to cut their hair, right? Instead of having them go spend their money, the athletes spending their money to do so. We would like to provide them with enough food so they don't have to order DoorDash or something else and spend their own money. And we would like all of that, essentially to help them with that. If they're on a road trip, particularly with basketballs, and we have to play one game and another game, having a bus where they can stretch out, right? We're talking guys that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", having a bus where they can stretch out and sleep rather than going from playing a game to being crammed right next to another guy and sitting to then trying to go out and play again and perform at a high level. It's a lot of those small things that make a big difference in regards to athlete performance, supplementation, and doing all of these other things to directly help performance. And I know, unfortunately, that those that are donating may or may not ever see this, but these are the things that make huge difference to athletes, having, the swag and the apparel and competing with those Power Fives. I've been at the Power Five level. I will continue to do that and continue to operate at that high level. And so what we're asking for those of you that are donating and getting to the 50,000, I'd like to go way more than 50,000 because I believe that we can do it and that we have the audience to do so. But doing a lot of the small things to help them and impact their performance is what's really critical for us and what's really critical for basketballs and footballs and all the other teams as well. And increasing the facilities is a big thing also. So,
and so to even echo Coach, so understand the I Love family. This is the second coach that's been here on the stream. We had Coach Odo here, and now you got Coach Pratt. And again, we can't stress enough to even further echo Coach Pratt would be that we're trying our best to, in our own way, shrink the gap between us, and the Power Five as much as possible. We don't look at ourselves. Now, when we say new JSU, we don't look at ourselves in the light of saying that we're an FCS program. We don't even use that term. We're trying to do the best that we can to make ourselves as much of an FBS program as possible. Now, we know we can't when it comes to scholarship number, but outside of that, we're going to try to control what we can control. And that's the thing about all of us with the I Love family. We can control the narrative because we can give, and as long as we give and we put forth the effort to make these changes, that we can get it done.
Beef.
Beef, what's up, big
What's
dog?
up, Beef?
My man, my guy.
Come on up, Coach.
Come
Hey,
on,
man, I'm
man.
gonna drop
Come
the
with
link,
it.
man. You gonna come on up? You come on up.
Yeah. He's awesome.
We got him in
man.
this thing, Coach
Love
K.
him. Love
Love Coach Beef, man. Such a high energy. And Coach, you can come on up here. I know when I talked to Beef, he basically told me about you, and Zoe met you, and then he told me about you. So I'm ecstatic to just have you here. You know, I plan on being there in a few days, and
absolutely,
definitely get a chance to meet you and everything. But I think this is phenomenal because, like I said, this is the analytical side of it. This is the stuff that is the most important, but don't really get the shine.
Correct.
We see all the touchdowns in the basket scored and the, you know what I'm saying, a player playing 30, 40, 45, 40 minutes a game, and you don't really see all the work that goes in behind that. You know, he said my shirt is off right now. Look. Man, you could lead a camera.
Oh, and look, let me tell you, because Coach Pratt was there. Man, Coach Beef got the former tan of all former tan.
Oh, yeah. He does, man. But he was working hard out there in that sun, you know. And with that, I've seen some comments about the nutrition and everything as well. And, you know, that is of the utmost importance, right? We can train the guys as hard as we want to, and we can train them, honestly, as much as we need to and as much as the sport demands. But what we need the guys to – go ahead.
Where'd y'all see the speed devices in action?
Oh, yeah. We
did the other day. Yeah. I told you about it.
No, man, I've been traveling. I just got situated, and I'm like, okay, I got to catch up then because I'm missing out right now. And then I was taking I ain't going to say the airline, but they didn't have no damn Wi-Fi. So I'm a little anyway, keep going. I ain't gonna
No, you're good. No worries. But, you know, we can train the guys as hard as we want. But there's two things that are very important for them to be the best that they can be, which is nutrition and recovery. So sleep and any additional recovery tools. So for those of you that are listening, from a donation standpoint, from whether it's direct money or food is a huge thing as well. Food is the number one thing. Nutrition is the number one thing. And I'm not talking about Cheetos. I'm not talking about that stuff as well. I'm talking about real nutrition, real protein, real food, chicken, steak, pasta, rice, potatoes, things that are going to make a huge impact for the athletes. Cheetos, unfortunately, is not going to cut it. And appreciate that, but unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. So nutrition is the number one thing, and then sleep is the number two thing. Sleep is the number two things. If our guys are training hard, we need them to eat a lot, and we need them to recover. Those are the biggest things that are going to help drive performance. We're going to train them hard. I can promise you that much. But we need them to eat, and then we need them to sleep and recover as well. Those are the two big things, two big drivers for performance. I
mean, and to even echo that further, like we're even doing some things with the players, here at JSU that we've never even done before. When you talk about players coming in, getting visuals, keeping up with progress in the manner in which we're doing it. We've never done that before at JSU. But I also want to state to all of you guys at the I Love family, Ken and I stated to you guys on Monday, with regards to you guys really don't have a clue what's coming down the pipe. And, I know it sucks when we say we can't say, but there's a reason for it. And I told you that the moment you guys see it, when we announce it, at that moment, you're going to say, oh, now we know why you couldn't say anything. You know what I mean?
Big things coming, baby.
It's coming. It's coming.
Let's get that
but y'all,
baby.
Listen to me. I'm not trying to tease you. I'm just telling you. We changing the game at JSU, y'all.
Yeah.
Just come on. Man, look, I told y'all, don't give the jingles. Give the greenbacks.
Yeah.
We need it, but I promise you, y'all are going to be like, damn, we doing it like this at JSU. Yep. We are changing the game, and we're doing it. We are doing it. All of us are doing it. So I'm telling y'all, get on board and just stay tuned.
Rochelle, come on up here. I already dropped the link in the chat, so come on up if you want to. Hey, Rochelle is our channel therapist and big sister. She keeps Zoe in check. When she comes up, tell them to shut up. But no, hey, listen, hey, for those that are tuned in, I just got another $500 donation, man. So anybody want to match that 500?
What's up, man? Get my
Thank you,
Tiger
guys.
Woods on over here.
Yeah.
We're trying to get halfway, and that would be monumental to get halfway in less than a week. Keep in mind, you guys, we just started on Monday.
Like yes, we still have yoga. I mean to cut you off, Kim. My bad. We still have yoga. We do.
Oh, without question. I was talking to Coach, man, and I was listening. Telling him, God, it's yoga time. That's good, though, man. That's yoga. Can you speak to that, though, Coach, for those that don't really understand like the importance of things like yoga and how that's incorporated into strength conditioning and fitness?
Absolutely. So Coach Stone, huge shout out to him. He runs the yoga aspect of it, and so on Wednesdays and Saturdays he does an active recovery session with the guys where they go into the weight room and they do yoga. And there's a ton of benefits with that. Primarily speaking from a breathing standpoint, a recovery standpoint, and an aspect of getting the guys to sleep. So if I can get slightly scientific for just a little bit, hopefully I don't lose anybody. Go
ahead.
When we train them hard, tomorrow at 11 a.m. we got yoga. When we train the athletes really hard, their central nervous system, which is their brain and spinal cord, it gets tired, right? Because we're working them so hard, which is a great thing. One of the things that the yoga helps with is it helps that central nervous system to recover. Everybody has a central nervous system, and stuff. So when they sprint fast, when they jump high, when they lift heavy weights, that's us breaking them down. And now when Coach Stone leads the yoga and he does a heck of a job doing it, that helps them recover. That's a modality of recovery for us. And so getting, yoga mats and having more people involved in that, having the athletes learn how to breathe properly. If we talk about it, if we can do it in a non-stressful state and then we can implement it in a stressful state. And what I mean by that is in a game setting, their decision-making ability is going to increase, which is a good thing. So if our guys can make clearer and better decisions in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the game, that's going to help us win more ball games. And that's such a huge aspect of it. But if we can't get their minds right in a state of calmness in a yoga session, it's going to be very difficult to get their minds right in the heat of the moment in the game. So that's why that's extremely important. Recovery, sleep, and then the aspect of the yoga aspect as well to help them make better decisions.
It's outstanding, man. I mean, it just basically, you guys are getting just a top line overview. It's a few other things that are happening at the I Love, man. And shout out to such a phenomenal staff. I love the camaraderie. I love you guys' willingness to collaborate and get active and be informative with the people, because this is what we like to show and like to share. Say we have the smartest, most intense strength coaches. Hey, listen.
In the country, brother. In the country.
Man, he said it now.
Mm-hmm.
We ruffle a lot of feathers, Coach. We get to telling people like it is. But no, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You guys got any questions in the chat? Drop them in the chat. We'll be more than happy. We won't keep Coach much longer.
Yeah.
I know you got to get back to it. And so this family is awesome. Jamila, it's my girl right there. She know why. That's my girl right there, man. Had a big day. Shout out to Jamila, man. And y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to say Jamila is the plug. And because of her, I made an amazing connection today that's going to yield some amazing fruit. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. And I ain't told Beef yet, so I'll tell him offline. But I did talk to Coach CC today, and to Coach Thorne, which I missed the track event. But I will have breakfast with Coach Thorne in the morning.
Nice.
And we'll talk about some things that's coming. But absolutely, shout out to Jamila. That's my girl right there.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we're doing, everything that we are investing in through the technological companies that we are looking to integrate with, through the nutrition, the recovery, all of that stuff. Everything that happens behind closed doors is what really helps impact and drive performance for everybody listening. And when the stuff gets finished, like Zoe and I are kind of talking about, you guys will see it and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. It truly is. And you know, we are looking to take the program to the next level, you know,
Right.
on all levels, not just, you know, for all sports as well. There's such a
All
rich
you heard them now. We told y'all all sports.
correct, all sports.
Game changer.
Yes, the JSU has, excuse me, has such a rich tradition of winning,
Yes.
and not just winning once or twice, but winning multiple championships in track, obviously football, basketballs, right? And so baseballs and softballs and everything. So we want to elevate all sports. We want the athlete experience to be the best that it possibly can be. We want to have the wow factor, right? Like, whoa, have you guys seen? Have you guys heard? Do you know what they're doing down there? Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? And get everybody in the community talking about that, because that's what is going to help everybody, right? And that's going to help us win ball games. And you guys helping us from a financial standpoint is really important to us, because even though we're kind of teasing you a little bit right now, but when you see it, you'll understand. The nutrition aspect is the number one thing, and we're not just talking nutrition for one team. We're talking nutrition for all teams. How many more championships can we win if our athletes are well fed, if they have the right supplementation, if they have a dietitian on staff, if they have
Yes.
sports psychologists on staff? That is extremely important. The one thing that we don't want to be is at a competitive disadvantage because we don't have the resources, right? And so when we're looking at all these other schools, right, we do not want to be at a competitive disadvantage on all fronts. And that also helps the student experience. That's a big thing too. The athletic experience is extremely important, but it helps the student experience. Do you know how fun it is when I was in college to be at a college program and a university that was winning? Everybody was talking about it. Everybody, right?
Right,
The
right.
students love it as well. The students benefit from it also, not just the athletes, not just the coaches, the people in the athletic department. Everybody benefits. Everybody wins. There's enough for everybody to win. This is all a win-win-win situation for everybody that's a part of JSU and that supports the community as well.
And listen,
I want to add one thing real quick,
Go ahead.
though. To any of our former athletes out there, football, basketball,
Yeah.
and you guys may appreciate this more than anything, because what you're hearing is probably what you knew that probably didn't exist when you were there. The thing that I would challenge each of you is to not take the mentality of, I wish we would have had that when we was there. But no, this is your opportunity now to become a part of and be the change that you could, you know, that you would have appreciated. But now that you know and understand it, maybe then more so than the casual fan,
Correct.
this is the opportunity, man. So, and you know what was lacking, which was resources. So resources start with people, you know, time, people. Those are the things that are necessary to get what's done. And honestly, the reason why we're here is because, I mean, we have momentum. I mean, and there was a call to action, and we've capitalized on it, and we're building on it. And we ain't letting up, man. We apply.
We just getting started. That's the thing. It's day one every day. Every day is day one. Every day is day one. And
Absolutely.
to raise comment, we've been wanting this for a decade. I agree, man. Let's make it happen, though. Let's not talk about what we wanted. Let's do it. Let's be action takers, right? Let's be proactive. Let's get out. Let's start doing this stuff. We are all here to help everybody in the community. We want to win, honestly, just as much, probably more than everybody else, right? Like, if we're not winning, what are we doing, right? In order to win, we need the resources to support that. And that starts with staff. That starts with resources, facilities, food, training. All of that stuff is what helps facilitate and support the winning. Everybody knows scoring touchdowns is amazing. And trust me, I get just as excited as everybody else. But we need everything to support that as well.
And look, I just want to say this, and I'll be done with it.
Yeah.
Some of the partners, you know, that we're in business with now. When I tell you Jackson State has momentum on a broad scope, and some of the partners that we're dealing with now want to use us as a template. Listen to me. Want to use JSU as a template of new ways to go in this whole entire Southeast region. Understand that. So when I tell you we're in a process and we're about to change the darn game, this is not Zoe talking with this, you know, pie in the sky type things. I'm telling y'all, it's coming down the pipe. and we're gonna meet them to get everything that they want and that they need. Because the I Love family, we along for the ride. We on the team just like everybody else, and we're gonna ride this wave, but we're gonna make this happen.
Hey, but you said this all the time. And this is not a knock. People get mad when we say this, Coach Pratt. We say Jackson State is 1 of 1 in the FCS. I mean, and we have. So what happened is we had like a 20-year period. It was a lot of hills and valleys, right? Yeah. But we appreciate our former head coach, because with his coming, what he did is it woke up a sleeping giant. You know what I mean? And now we're starting to really realize this new. The generation that was once kids, we grew up in this, you know what I mean? And now we're seeing it, we're adults now, and it's like, if we can get a little bit of what we saw that made us fall in love with that and pass that on to the generation that's coming behind us, and we find a way to, because you usually have a very small window, you know what I mean? When you're up, like the North Dakota states of the world, that's a rare for the most part. Alabama is tending to, believe it or not, people may not want to accept this. Alabama is actually trending down because not down as in like way down, because now you got Georgia that has kind of crept up and now it's got a chokehold in it. So Clemson had its run. Remember that was so you have to strike while the iron is hot, and we're 1 of 1. So when we say that with HBCU, with the FCS program, we lead in attendance. But this is the thing: we always talk about attendance reward, but if we're not literally capitalizing off of that many people watching us, and I'm saying like being intentional about how do we let people know what we need and how to make it happen, and we get out of our own way, we can really do something that nobody else could do in the space that we occupy. So I just wanted to say that. And this is our time now. So I'm encouraging and imploring everybody to get active. You may have given already, give more. You know what I mean? And you see things are moving. It may only honestly, we said 50,000 is 500 people giving $100. It may only be 150 people giving. It may only be 200. But the reality of the matter is we have to move knowing that eventually the naysayers and the doubting Thomases of the world, they'll catch up soon. They'll catch up, because if we don't catch them on this one, the next go around, they'll know we're not playing. So when the coaches come to us and tell us, hey, this is what we looking to do, and we believe that you guys got something that's special enough to make it happen, we was like, all right, cool, let's do it. Let's do it. So
I want everybody just to take their current vision of what they think we are looking to do and multiply it by 10. I want everybody to literally, I'm serious. I want you to 10x what you think we are going to do. I'm dead serious when I say this. This is not me just being motivated. No, I'm dead serious. I want everybody to think what we want to do, 10x that. Literally 10x that. Because even if we set the bar at whatever threshold, and that's all we think we're going to get, we need to go above that, because even if we get more and we don't hit that 10x goal, we still got a lot more than originally planned, right? So we all need to 10x what we want facilities to look like, student experience to look like, athlete experience to look like, what we want winning to look like, what we want tradition to look like. Literally, we need to think bigger. We need to think bigger on how we want to blow the roof off this place in a good way, because that's how things are going to get done. So everybody listening, think bigger. If you need more, look, we got you. I promise you. Coach B, myself, all the sport coaches and everything, and the administration is here as well. Extremely supportive of everything we're looking to do. This is an amazing thing that I'm very fortunate to be on. So I just want to say thank you for having me on, obviously. But I just want everybody to think bigger. There's a lot of great things in Jackson. I've loved my time here so far in a very, very short amount of time. But we need to think a lot bigger, because we can get it done in a very short period of time, and it's going to be so beneficial for everybody.
I want to say two things. Number one, to this initiative, I would say midsummer, where things start to really be coming to fruition. The goal that we wanted, I set a goal date for June 21st, but what Coach just said is not about just this initiative. there is a direct correlation with how you change your life by what he just said. Like, it starts with you in your mind, because all of your problems really exist right here. your doubts, your fears,
Yeah.
your excitements, everything is between your ears. Yeah. So honestly, we can have whatever we want to have. Why can't we?
Right.
So, and to Coach's point, the reason why we don't have is because we haven't, first of all, we haven't thought it to that level, and we haven't asked for it, and we haven't strived to get to it. So that's how fast you change your fate.
Yeah.
Thank you for the donation of 1877. Let me put that up there. 1877. I appreciate that.
So listen, I've been trying to tell y'all, but since Coach Pratt come over here and steal my thunder, maybe y'all listen. I may think Zoe just capping. Zoe here, he got his blue and white glasses on. So if Coach Pratt come tell y'all, I mean, I've been trying to tell y'all, I'm gonna come here with my Boosie daughter shirt on next time. Like I'm trying to tell you.
Class. Hey, we get the 500K. Let's do it. I ain't scared.
Yeah, me either, man.
So Kobe.
Nah, I mean seriously, yeah, man. I think it's just a parable to life, right? You just gotta think bigger. You gotta execute. That's the biggest thing. We are working with so many different people, companies, and partnerships and everything. And yeah, I hate to continue to tease the people, Zoe and Cam, but they're gonna find out soon. I promise. But
very soon.
Hey, send Big Stone on up. He up next. Stone, where you at?
Yeah.
Go summons him to the chat. We need Stone on live, man. But Coach, we won't take up too much more of your time. This has been an absolute treat. Look forward to meeting you officially this week. Like I said, when I come home, I'll definitely look forward to to meeting you in person. And this has been an absolute treat. I know Tiger Nation is going to appreciate this because it's on wax. Like I said, you guys, the coaches table, at the coaches table, THE coaches table. Go subscribe right now. Or
you can just go on YouTube and put in Kendrick Pratt. It'll pull up as one and the same.
Yep. We're on Spotify, Apple, any audio platform. I think I'm on 14 or 16 audio platforms, and then YouTube as well. So go subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. I want to thank Come on, bro.
Oh man.
Coach B.
You ain't no joke, man.
No,
and look, and let me just tell y'all, just so I can paint a picture. When you get around them, what you see on screen, this is them on campus. It's genuine. This is what you get on campus too, by the way.
100%. This is 10 p.m., man. Come get me at 1. Come get me at 1 in the afternoon when we're bumping. No, for anybody that wants to, love to talk to people. I do. I love to talk to people. Love to reach out, shake hands. I have things. I go by 3 H's: handshakes, hugs, and high fives. So I love those. Yeah. So and energy, effort, and enthusiasm. And if we can do those things and execute, those are huge. But I appreciate you guys having me on. Seriously, this has been such a blessing and such a pleasure. I hope I can impact one person and help one person. And I just want to say thank you guys.
Hey, without question, Coach, thank you for coming on. Just so you guys
appreciate you, Coach Pratt.
We're sitting at 21,500 so far in the initiative. You guys keep it coming, keep it rolling, and we're going to hit 50K before you know it. So, Coach, all the best to you. Look forward to meeting you. The coach table with Kendrick Pratt. Coach Kendrick Pratt. Thank you for coming on, Coach. Have a good night, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
All right, take it easy. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Now I'm like, hey.
That was a treat. I appreciate you setting that up, bro. That was outstanding. Hey, he like Boosie daughter. I told y'all.
Well, I said I'm gonna have Boosie daughter on my shirt next time. I'm just gonna put it like I told y'all, man.
Another one. Fulton, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, sir?
Man, what's good? How you doing, man?
It's good to be here, man.
Hey, I know you hit me up, said you wanted to come on, man. Come on, hey, what's on your mind, man? Appreciate you coming on.
Hold on. Where you at now, man?
I'm at the crib.
You in Birmingham? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You at the crib?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's up with you though, man? What you thought?
Yeah, I can hear you. Man, nothing much. I'm just like I said, I just started watching you guys. Hold on, I think I know what it is. Okay. I had the show still playing on. I had to mute it, but
There
yeah,
you go.
I just like I said, I just started watching you guys a couple weeks ago, and I
Appreciate that.
should have been been over in this space, but like I said, I was caught up in some other shows, thinking that I'm getting the information that's actually factual or whatever, and my homeboy Xander, he's actually on the equipment team.
Yeah.
That's a Madison Central Jaguar right
Yeah,
there.
this is my dog. I'll be in Florida all the time.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so man, I said, yeah, I'm gonna check them out. And bro, I was like, after watching, I was like, man, I should have been here. But I'm here now, so it's all good, man. It's all good. But like,
Yeah.
I'm just glad, man, just to see what y'all doing, man, because y'all just don't know. I feel like I'm the youngest person that's just Jackson State through and through. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've just been waiting to see this type of stuff, to happen for so long. Because as y'all talked about, like back in of course we bring up the 2010 boombox all the time.
Yep.
Like I was there, and I remember.
That's my backdrop right
I
now.
know, and
I was on the field horse.
for real. Not you a horse, bro. Man,
Hey man, that game was a oh man, bro. You needed that was exciting, man.
I was in I think maybe the 5th or 6th grade at the time, but
Wow.
like I said, because it was me and my dad and my cousin, and we were there, and I remember that last play, and I remember when Southern had just scored, and you know how we be, everybody started leaving, but the thing about it was everybody you could look at, and everybody just stood on the steps, just to see what was gonna happen. And man,
Right.
it was Terry all through that ball, man. You talking about
Pandemonium.
Oh, it was straight pandemonium, man.
it was something like none other, man. But
I was in the horseshoe section 112 as always.
for real,
And man, it was insane. You
I
was on the field?
huh?
Zoe said he was on the field. I wasn't on the field then.
When the football team ran on the field, I was with him.
I wish I could have been on. I was behind the boom, I was behind the boom, so that's why I always say that. But yeah, man, that was a special game right there. I'll never forget that game. And I was, like I said, fifth or 6th grade, from what I can remember. Man, I know. Yeah. But like I said, I've always been going to Jackson State games ever since I was in a stroller. My uncle, he played in the boom back, during the days when Dow Taylor was there. They kind of actually grew up together. And so I kind of got my inspiration from him. He played trombone in the boom, so I picked up trombone. And Dow Taylor, Mr. Dow Taylor, ended up being my band director. So it just kind of came full circle. I've always, just wanted to go to Jackson State, and I did it. And last year was my first year being a alum officially. And I just about every game except for the Bethune game, and and I plan to do the same thing this year. So. Yeah.
Hey, well, we definitely got to connect with you, man. We'll be there.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to see y'all, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. We building, man. We appreciate that though. That'd be more confirmation. Let us know we're in the right space. Like I told, I was talking to someone today. I was like, man, Zoe and I, and in the crew, man, we just vessels, man. We've been. Yeah. This is us just being in a space that was needed, not only needed, but also, just thrust into that. It came naturally, came organically. We just kind of got.
I remember the first initiative in 19 with the white helmets.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the 1400 club right there.
Yeah, that was my junior year.
Yeah, man, that was definitely.
She did the helmet.
Sure did.
Yeah,
I remember Zoe and Greg. Always was one that was
is crazy. I said just to see where it's at now, it's just a blessing, man. For real, y'all really have are doing something that I was thinking about doing in high school, man. Like I used to be thinking about, like, man, I can't wait till I get to the point where I could just give and I could just be like, oh, I'm gonna set this money out. This gonna be for this, this gonna be for that. And y'all doing it, and I've already donated to the 50,000.
We doing it.
Yeah, you're right. We doing it.
This ain't me and Ken doing. This our doing.
Yeah,
you, me, Ken, Israel, Runner Hunt. GGW, J Boom, it's all
I
of
ain't
us.
gonna let you, I tell everybody, I ain't gonna let you pump me up, because if you pump me up, that means I'm gonna get knocked off my high horse.
Yeah.
So I'll be the first one to tell you, it ain't. I don't care if Zoe get to shine, Toronte, Nook, Rochelle. It ain't about us. It's really about Jackson State getting to shine, because that's what we needed, bro. We needed that, because what happened, here's what has happened, and we got to be honest. A lot of times with us, this is something we got to just do better at. We need to display a better character with the university. Like, we get people that get put in positions and they screw up. It's like, dang, bro, why do you wait till you get in a position where you can affect change, and then you become the thing that we all dread? You know what I'm saying? So imagine if me and Zoe go rogue. Everybody, that responsibility is gonna fall on everybody, because there's a lot of people in like Twitter, in the Twitter world, in the social media world, that know us, and just, they'll be like, oh man, y'all had something, but just like clockworks, they done did something crazy, and then everybody will start suffering at the hands of our actions. We're aware of that.
I'm telling
We're
you.
aware of the responsibility of the fact that, hey man, we ain't messing around, bro. Like, I don't want that on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and it's for the betterment of the school anyway, so why would you even want to, jeopardize it?
Look, I gotta tell you, I do it for all of them, man, but I particularly go extra hard for the old heads. That's who I really do it for, man. Seriously.
Without question.
I do it for the old heads, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man, because I know I graduated from Germantown, if y'all know where they're sitting out there in Gluckstadt.
My daughter is about to be a 9th grader at Germantown High School. She was at the middle school. So yeah, I'm fully aware. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'm class of 2017, but like I said, I know my freshman year at Germantown, I think that was the last winning season we had. That was 13, because I was watching that game on TV, but like I said, that was the last of Comedy. And so that whole time period, I feel like I was most definitely the only one that was advertising Jackson State. And like I said, man, y'all just don't know the type of slack I used to get, man.
Retro, the link out there, sir. Sir Retro. JSU by 40, man.
JSU by 40.
I used to catch so much slack about Jackson State, but it's like I used to always dream of us getting back to the point to where we once were. And I feel like, we all, manifested, what's happening, right now, for sure. So it's just a blessing to see, and a blessing to witness it again. And like Ken said, they've woken up, sleeping beast. They don't know that we've been on this type of stuff,
Hey, that's what. Hey, now I gotta say this. Those were the words of our very own athletic director, Ashley Robinson. That sleeping giant has been awoken.
Yeah.
Retro, what's up, man?
Don't let me hear it.
Hey, man, you already know, baby, it's JSU by 230, man. Hey, look, I ain't trying to mess up the video, bro, but Ken is on. I literally just jumped on. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, bro. But I know I heard bro say something about Germantown, and man, I came from Callaway, bro. Hey, look, we ain't play y'all, but y'all close enough to reason, and we beat the brakes off y'all, bro. Stop playing with me, man.
Hey, I support Callaway though. I actually I grew up down street from Callaway in Valley North.
Oh no, bro.
Whoa. You grew up in Valley North?
Yeah.
I grew up in Northgate.
I know. I heard you talk about it a couple shows ago. Yeah, right across the creek.
Hey, bro, don't try to be my friend there, bro. Hey,
Ain't nobody trying to be your friend. I'm just saying I support Callaway, dog.
Them jokes was crazy. Callaway folks crazy, man.
Man, you was straight up Jew, dog.
Seaway, I don't know. Hey, Ken, Zoe, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, bro, because I ain't trying to interrupt everything y'all got going on. Seaway, class of 09, basketball championship. You feel me?
Retro.
4A.
So retro.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack. Hey, listen, man. You know that that's only one
beats the road, man.
it's only one school that matter that wear blue and orange, bro. And that's
601 Beasley Road.
Oh man, Ken, bro, I thought you were one of the homies, man.
I am the homie, but I'm telling you right now, Madison Central. I wouldn't Madison Central.
Oh yeah, that's right.
both
Ken
ones better
went
than
to
Callaway.
JSU.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, Ken, you done said that plenty of time that you done went to Madison Central, bro. But man, being from the city, bro, man, come
I
on,
know,
bro.
I
You
know,
you
man.
you you gonna always be brown bottom to me, man.
I am, and I had to commute, man. But you know what, though, man? I was trying to hoop, and coach kicked me off the team. You know, I had a bad attitude, man, but I got it together, Retro. I got it together, man. I had to mature.
601 Beasley Road, man.
Man, 601 Beasley, bro.
But
Man, stop playing with me, Ken, out here.
Let me tell you why I was supposed to go. Because in 10th grade, I was staying in Willow Point. I was staying in Willow Point when DeLawrence passed away in that car accident, him and Michael Bowman. But that's who, believe it or not, DeLawrence was supposed to be the top. He was one of the best freshmen in the state. Callaway was gonna be the real deal, man. But he unfortunately rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He passed away in a car accident. That was a blow because we had a bunch of friends over there in that area during that time that passed away for the same reason. Car accident after car accident. It was eerie, man. But Callaway was on one. And I remember, I played with Jarrell Jones and JUCO, but his dad and Mr. Ellis Jones wanted me to, you know what I'm saying? Wanted me to come over there to Callaway. So I almost was a Callaway Charger, but I went on up north. Man, to that better school up there, man. In the suburbs, man. I went on up there with my dad.
I know Jarrell, man. I know Jarrell. Man, all the folks you done in past shows you done named, man, I hooping wise, because I was a hooper. Now, I gave up football in 9th grade at Forest Hill when I received that. Yeah, I got hit, bro. It was a guy from Terry, bro. You know how them guys was in Terry back then, bro.
Yep. Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know. I gave it up myself, man. Hey, there it is, man. Shout out. Hey, man, that was my dog right there. Last time I saw my bro, we was coming out the movie theater. This is how long ago it was, because I was a sophomore, and Lawrence was about to be. I want to say he was a freshman. And he was coming, man. We was talking that stuff, because we were tight with Tougaloo, man. We had the, at Willow Point, we had the little gate, because I stayed in the back of it right there where Tougaloo was at. They kept breaking the little gate right there and sneaking into Willow Point to go swimming. It's Carrington townhouses now, but it was Willow Point when I was coming. They had 3 swimming pools, so we was in there deep. That's how we did it, So I was supposed to be a Callaway Charger, but fate directed me down the right path, man.
Most definitely. Look, like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I just had to come on and I'm gonna get on you, bro. Talking about you at Germantown, bro. It's Seaway in this thing, bro. And I'm signing out.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Sir Retro, yeah, man. Hey, listen, to the family, the Holden family, and Bowman, because Michael Bowman was in that car. I still remember like it was yesterday, man. Still remember like it yesterday. I lost my cousin to a car accident, Brad and Eric Anderson. For those that know Eric, he stayed right downstairs from it, So Ken, pull up the basketball highlights, bro. Hey man, you ain't got to pull up no basketball highlights. Just get on the court with me. I'm gonna show you what that jumper like riding a bike. Hey, you don't lose that, I gotta oil that thing up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I still got it now. I just need to lose a little weight and get in shape. That's the biggest problem right there. But I got to find some. Hey, Kobe, all my highlights on VHS, man. You don't know what that is, do you? Kobe ain't but 26, man. You
got to go in the archives for that, huh, King?
Yeah, man. Kobe, you was a baby, man, when them VHSs, I recorded LeBron. Damn, this is Kenwa. What do you mean? Oh my God, this is my cousin right here. Come on now, cuz, it's me. I'm the man that was in your house cutting his hair all the time with Walt. Come on now, this me, this cousin. So this is how I found out. I didn't even know you was in here. Damn, that's crazy. So for y'all that don't know, this is Eric's mom, Walter's brother. Yes, that's my cousin. So Miss Thelma right here was related to my grandmother, Carrie Kaysen. That's how we found out we was cousins. So all this time, one of my best friends, Eric, and we used to share clothes and all that stuff. All the time I didn't know. Oh my goodness, you just never realized that it's me. This me, cuz. I got a beard now. I had hair on my head back then, and I stayed upstairs. Yeah, she remembering it now. It's me. I was in her house. So now let me tell y'all something. And I'm going down there. Eric, one of the funniest dudes I've ever been around in my entire life. Anybody that know Eric Anderson know, man, that was one of the funniest dudes. We used to joke and laugh till our stomach hurt. But Thelma, you just as funny because his mom, he get it from his mama, man. So she was hilarious. So yeah, tell Kiki I said what's up, man. The whole family, Walt, all of them. Yeah, that's me. I played. So I didn't play with them. I didn't play football in Madison Central. I played basketball. Mike Espy and Bobo was class of 2001 for Madison Central. They were juniors when we won the state championship. Bobo and Mike Espy.
Whoa, I ain't know that. I ain't know Mike Espy went to Madison Central.
Oh yeah, man. We had that team was so deep, man. That team had Paris Harrison, it had Doug Buckles, Chris Spencer, JJ Bryant, Nehemiah Luckett, who's running back. I mean, the list goes on and on, man. Shamar McDonald. Yeah. Oh man, Eric Singleton. I mean, we were deep, man. That team was so deep. Yeah, I said Chris Spencer. Chris Spencer got drafted first round, 26th pick to the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, super. Doug Buckles went to the Green Bay Packers. Mike Espy went to the Washington Redskins.
Paris Harrison went to the 49ers.
San Francisco 49ers. Rest in peace to Paris and the Harrison family. Passed away a few years ago. So yeah, man.
MC, MC, they known to produce.
Yes, I knew Brad. We all played ball together. I'm gonna mess you up there, man. Next time when I get back to the house, I'm gonna go into my senior yearbook. My senior what do you call it, Zoe? Your senior book. Yeah, not the yearbook, but the
your senior book.
My senior book. I still have the obituary. It messed me up. I still remember like it happened yesterday. They was getting off the Meadowbrook exit off I-55, and I think it was a last-second decision, and he wrapped around the pole. I'll never forget that. I will never ever forget that day. That was because remember we all played basketball together. Oh yeah, yeah, man. This is my memory is still sharp now. Some stuff that you just never forget. Yeah, that was that tore us up. Naboski, Gary, all of us. We was it messed us up. So yeah, I mean, it was a lot of it was that time was tough for us. Hell, it was so tough, Zoe, and I say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. We had so many of our friends that wound up losing their lives to like car accidents. You had Lawrence passed, Eric and Brad passed, you had Melisha. She passed in an accident, and we was at the funeral looking at each other like, damn, it's like finding out like, are we next? Like, we were nervous, man, because it was so many people that we were young folk, man. We talking about 18 and younger. So we're teenagers. I'm 10th grade. Eric was, I want to say Eric was 9th at the time. Brad was maybe 11th or something to that effect. But, man, that was tough during that time, man. But I'll never forget it. This is me though. I'm shocked that you just. Let me see. You can see me now, huh? I'm 40 now. That's all it is. I'm just an old joker now. Last time you probably seen me, I was in high school, and then Mama moved away, and then I went to Madison. Then I went on to Madison and stayed over there, and then life goes on. So that's me. So good to see you. I'm happy that you're on because it let me know you're still doing well. And that's outstanding, man. That made my day. Good stuff, man. That's what we say. You never know who watching. I be finding some watching this stuff, man. It ain't even funny, man. Like it's crazy.
Say it all the time.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Michael Johnson from Murray got killed. Y'all, I'll tell you another one. There's, Josh Armstrong, was Josh Eubanks.
Josh Eubanks. I was actually talking about that the other day because I was coming from Metro Center.
Man, Josh
And
Eubanks,
I remember
man, I
from
know
White Rock Apartment because I was like, man, I forgot they told those apartments down.
Man, we went. I went to Josh's funeral, and they put that. I'm gonna tell you what got me.
I was there.
They put that hairbrush in this. When they put that brush in this casket, man, it tore me up, man.
Yeah.
It tore me up, man. I because Josh had them ways, man. Ain't nobody had better them, but everybody had them, but Josh had them ways. Tommy Hunter was a heartbreaker though. It was.
Yeah, it was.
He was going to Jackson State, and
in their Corvette.
Yeah. Man. It just goes to show, man. What we really saying is live life, man. Live life, man. Any day, we don't know the day or the hour, when is our time to go, but God does, and you gotta live life. Be intentional about living life, man. That's one of the things that we stress about this platform. We try to be intentional with it, but that all we really showing you guys is we Jacktown Jews, man. It don't make no difference where we go now. You see what I'm saying? It don't make no difference where we go. But I can live. I don't care if I go to LA or go to New York or Miami, Florida, or Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm a Jacktown Jew forever.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
But King, so I ain't gonna hold y'all, man, no longer. I just wanted to hop on and.
All right, man.
Hey, listen, Ken and Zoe ain't gonna hold y'all much longer either. We gonna go.
Right.
Hey, man, I definitely enjoyed this, man. I gotta do this again, man, for sure.
Hey,
we back on Monday.
We'll be back on Monday live in living color, man. Hey, I ain't gonna say that we won't be, but we might be live on the scene somewhere. I tell you, we might be live on the scene.
Okay.
But listen, you guys, hey, it's Friday night. Keep them donations coming. If you tune in, we're gonna make this live a little bit shorter. So for those that don't tune in, can tune in and get that amazing segment. I think Coach Kendrick Pratt kicked the water out the pond for us. We don't have to sit here and just, belabor this thing, man. We need to let that simmer, and that way we don't have to cut it out and drop it again. We'll shorten this video and this live and just let it rock from there, man. So, bro, appreciate you for coming up, man.
Appreciate
Anytime we drop the link, feel free to come up, man, and join the conversation, bro.
Most definitely. Y'all take it easy.
No doubt, brother.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Well, bro, hey, like I said, I give everybody a quick tally before we get ready to get out this thing. Like I said, we're 21,675 right now. $21,675 right now, and we got a goal of 50K. If you guys want to donate, you see the Cash App up there, Ken Clark 1400, PayPal.me/Ken Clark 1400, or you can do Zelle if you want to do Zelle, which is a great way to do it. That way you don't have to worry about any fees or anything. You can set it up through your bank, through your app, KC1400mediagroup@gmail.com, and spread the word, man. Spread the word. Let them know what we're doing. We appreciate everybody. Like I said, tonight was a great night. I want y'all to simmer. Let that simmer now. Let that sizzle in, like what Country Wayne say. Let that sizzle in your spirit.
Country Wayne say.
But
look, before we go, I just want to reiterate. Look, just in case y'all know it's real. Yeah, Coach O on this thing. Had, Coach Pratt. You see Coach Beeford in the chat. Never know, we might even get Coach TC on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other coaches staff. Reassuring, let you know how real and how monumental this thing is, man. Trying to tell y'all, JSU about to change the game. And this is after prime. Trying to tell y'all.
Post prime, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Prime.
Hey, and again, we appreciate it because this gave us our cause and gave us our purpose. Again, like I said, we're gonna shut it down. Let y'all get back to your Friday nights. If you're drinking ginger ale tonight, make sure you're at home chilling and ain't out being, be safe. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourself, man. But we're gonna go ahead and close this one out, man. And it's a short one, but it was short and sweet and to the point. Donate. Tell a friend. Ken interview Coach TC. We will soon. We'll have Coach TC on soon. Don't worry about that. We'll get him on. We had Coach O pop up in this thing. And Coach Kendrick Pratt just followed me. I just followed him back. Y'all go follow him on it's at Coach Kendrick 44, at Kendrick 44 on Twitter, at Kendrick 44 on Twitter. Go ahead and give Coach a follow. Stay locked in, stay in tune with everything, and let's not lose the momentum. The objective is let's get to 25K before the weekend is out. Like I said, we won't have a live stream to be able to push that. Hopefully, when we come back Monday, I'll be more than happy to report that we're half the way there. And that's crazy when you think about it. We're talking about Monday will officially be 1 week, 3 shows, and we got half of our goal, and we still got a little over 2 weeks to go before we close this thing off. So got some great news today of some potential folks that are interested in what we're doing, but nothing we can really speak on just yet because we got a lot of work and a lot of things come down the pipe. But Zoe, that's all I got, bro. Hey, man, I'm going to shut it down, give me some rest. It's been a long work week. And, hey, man, let's get to it. It looked like the Nuggets is about to close this thing out. It's 3-1. I didn't watch the rest of the game because we was on this, but it's all good, man.
Hey, man. D.I. love. Go Tigers.
D.I. love. Go Tigers, baby. Peace out, everybody.
Deuces.